Hello guys, you're welcome to this tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to use support and resistance to know when to buy or sell your cryptocurrencies. So this is applicable for every other financial asset out there. Even if you want to trade the forex market, the indices markets, commodities markets, you can name them. You can still apply this. So any market that has a chart, candlesticks, you can use this method, right? It is applicable for all markets. Now, so this is BTC, which is a cryptocurrency. And then what is support and what is resistance? I want to start by using analogy to explain what a support and a resistance is. So I believe you've gotten your writing material. So support is kind of something that supports something, and resistance is something that resists something. Okay. So when it comes to trading, support is more like a floor, or you can call it a table, while resistance is up here. You can call resistance um maybe ceiling, right? So this is a table and this is a ceiling. This is a table and this is a ceiling. Table is lower while ceiling is higher. So this is support and this is resistance. So just as the name implies, resistance is actually um, here, which is ceiling, that prevents a price of any asset from going up, right? It prevents the price from going up further. While resistance, which is considered as a table, prevents a price of a thing, or maybe supports a price of any asset from dropping further. We can use maybe a table tennis, for example. And let's say we are playing a table tennis in this room, right? Me and you. And we have a table, a very large one. Then, as we are playing, our table is our support, right? It's in a way do not allow the tennis to drop on the ground, right? Then the resistance now is the ceiling. So if the table tennis is really being heated on the table, on no occasion, because everywhere is closed, on no occasion will the table tennis be able to go to the sky, if that is even possible, because of the ceiling. So the ceiling will basically resist it and bounce it back to probably the table, or maybe someone gets to catch it. Now let us go into charts and see how this particular analogy is represented in reality. Good. So on this chart, I think we have already covered candlesticks, time frame, and I've taken the time to explain what candlesticks is. And now I'm going to show you what exactly a support is and what exactly a resistance is, and how you can always use it to make money, or know when exactly to maybe trade a particular cryptocurrency, if either you want to long or you want to short it. Now, it is very clear for you to be able to spot support and resistance. Just make sure you are able to zoom your charts to be very, tiny and fit to your screen, right? And then you are going to see that obviously there is a particular region on your chart that if the price drops, it usually do not break down. Like, it usually do not break that support. And there's also a region that if the price goes up, it find it difficult for it to break through. Okay, this is very, very obvious, right? Not like I actually planned this, okay, but you can see that this particular region that Bitcoin was around $101,000. So for you to draw your support and resistance line, okay, already I had this line. You can see this was a resistance. And you have to note that sometimes a resistance can turn to support. And in most cases, when a resistance is being broken, there is there are chances that the price will soar from that level. And if a support is being broken, if K is not taken, there is possibility for the coin to be bearish or any asset to be bearish and starts dropping drastically once the resistance has been successfully broken. Sorry, the support has successfully broken. The same is applicable if a support has been successfully broken. Now, I want to show you something. So I'm going to zoom this because I want to show you this place and this place. So this was a resistance. Okay, some weeks back, this was a resistance that Bitcoin was finding it difficult to break. Bitcoin found it difficult to be able to live, grow past this $97,000. So you can see anytime it gets here, it comes down. This is a 4-hour time frame. So in 4 hours, it tried breaking but could not pass here. It came back and it created another candlestick, created this red candlestick, and it was still maintaining this region. Another thing you should understand is that support and resistance is a region and not a price. It is a region. So a region can be a price that ranges from a particular place to a particular place. Okay, so I'm going to adjust this line. To adjust it, I just touch it and then drag it lower. Okay, so now you can see that at this particular price region, it was finding it difficult to break. And since it was finding it difficult to break, it now kind of created another support. It created a support here. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to come here to where we have tools, and then I'm going to select horizontal line. Then I'm going to just click, and then I'm able to draw a support line. So you can see on this support line now, Bitcoin could not also break. It was within this range, right? It was trying to. So now this support did not allow the price to drop. Now, with this support and resistance, how can you even make money? Like, it is very easy to draw these lines, okay? You just zoom your chart and check a particular region that the price likes touching and then maybe reverses, touches and reverses. If it happens for up to 2 times, it can be considered as a support or a resistance, okay? If it happens 3 times, that is fair enough, okay? So it sometimes can happen for up to maybe 10 times, for as many times as possible. And sometimes people can call this particular region accumulation region, where a lot of traders have been able to spot this level and they are like, let me just accumulate, let me just buy, hoping that if it is able to break out, I'm going to make a lot of profits. And if people are also able to spot that after this particular region that this thing is dancing around, there is possibility for the price to drop, and people start shorting at that region, hoping for it to break the support. If it breaks the support, then they are going to make massive money. Okay, so it was struggling within this box. Okay, it created kind of a resistance, a support here, and it was on this line. It could not drop below the line. Okay, and went up to this level and was maintaining this level for a couple of days, right? Maybe up to 2 days. We are actually going to change it to maybe a 2 days time frame, or 1 day time frame rather, to see what happened here. Okay, so now it dropped to this level as if it's actually going to drop drastically, and then still maintain this particular support, and it refused to drop. So at this point, it's kind of pump and then drop and then try again, and then the 4 hours time frame was over, and then it created another candlestick. It broke out that resistance that was resisting it from passing the $72,000. And then we have this, okay? And then we have the current. It came here and created another support and resistance again. So I'm going to bring out the tool, and then I'm going to draw a new line. It created a new resistance, sorry, a new support, as well as a new resistance. It created a new resistance here. So you can see that it has been able to create a new resistance. You can count how many times, like 1, 2, 3 times, 4, 5, about 6 to 7 times, it could not pass this region. It was just dancing around the support and resistance. And then it tried to break, came down, break again, came down, do as if it wants to go down, come up again, break, and then it, after breaking, it turned the support. It turned the resistance to a new support. So sometimes a resistance can be turned to a new support. And anytime you are able to spot a resistance being turned to a support after several trials of breakthrough, it is for you to know that there is possibility. There are high chances that there is going to be, a massive green, like a massive pump, actually. So now this was turned to a resistance, was now turned to support, and then it came down a little and then break out to as high as $111,000. So now it is now back, and it's dropped. It came here and created a new support. Came here and created a new support, and this was more like a new resistance. Okay, so now the new resistance resisted it, and it came down to the new support it created. It came down to the new support it's created, go up for a bit, and then it has broken the new support and come back to the last support, right? It is now trying to build momentum. Then it was finally able to break. And then this is a serious resistance, this $11,000, $110K, right? $110K per Bitcoin. So it is now currently at 105, maintaining this particular thing. Okay, so there's possibility for the price to drop again to 100. Recently, look at it, it's dropped to this price. It might drop again. If it's drop again, then this is going to remain the new resistance. Okay, this is going to remain the new resistance. And if it's keep trying this level, it might break and then dump. Okay, it might break and then dump. And if it dumps, you can also even predict the price region. It might not be accurate, right? If it dumps, you can still predict the price region. You can even know that if this thing dumps, okay, let's say maybe you want to short and you are looking for it to, maybe if it still maintains its place as a resistance, if it wants to dump, you can maybe short it from here. You can short it from here and then wait here to take profit. Okay, you can short it from here and wait here to take profit. Basically, that is actually what happened here. Those who were able to short from here were able to take profit here. And since this is a resistance, a support, people that were able to long from here were able to take profit from here. And those that were even able to hold it took profit from here. This is applicable to various other cryptocurrencies out there, not just limited to Bitcoin. Okay, you can just name any cryptocurrency and you are going to be able to spot support and resistance. Let me see if I can just check a random coin like DOX, for instance. DOX, that is just the cryptocurrency that just dropped my mind. Is that DOX? Okay, this is Doge. You will see that when it comes to support and resistance, it happens to every cryptocurrency. Anything that has charts, you should be able to spot a region for support and resistance. So you can see that this is a resistance level, a support level, I'm sorry. And if I draw another line here, this is kind of a resistance, okay, when it was able to break. So usually when a price is able to break a resistance, it usually suffer, right? If it was maybe struggling, you can see how many times the price tried breaking this level. It tried breaking out and then came back, maintain this support, go up, spends a lot of time here, came back, and then now finally it went up, broken this, and it went as high as this. Now when it came here, it created a new region, a new support and resistance region, which I'm going to draw here, and then also had a new resistance around here. Okay, so now you can see this is even also a new resistance. So there is nothing like a specific support and resistance can be created anyway. And understanding that, okay, now where do you buy? You buy at support. If you want to trade, just look for a cryptocurrency that is currently at support, and you will believe that there are chances for it to bounce back from that level. Okay, and then you take a trade from there, hoping that it goes up from the support. And where do you sell? You can take your profit even before it gets to the resistance. And if you want to short, always wait for a price of a cryptocurrency to go up to a resistance. If it goes up to a resistance, then you can always short it from there. Once it hits resistance, short it from there. And while at the resistance, there are chances that the price might just spike a little. After spiking a little, there is possibility for it to drop from there and you can make money. I believe that was simple enough for you to understand. If you don't really understand, you can go through the video again as you are watching. Do well to take notes and do not hesitate to ask questions. When you ask questions, you are actually going to be helped. And the best thing you can do for yourself to really understand this thing is, as you are watching, if you have two devices, good enough, just go to TradingView, or maybe I think I just prefer TradingView for some reasons, but you can use maybe XT Exchange, Bybit, Binance, any of those platforms. Try drawing these lines on your own, right? Because trying to draw these lines, that's actually when you are where, or when you actually realize what you did not really get while watching the video. You can always refer to the video. You watch the video, you pause, try and draw these lines on your own. After you are able to draw the line, you refer to the video again. And when you are really struggling and you cannot really understand what you are doing, that is when you will know the exact question to ask. But just coming to, maybe you watch this video and your response or your feedback is, I don't understand, it will be difficult for you. Even if someone will explain again, you won't get it. So what you have to do is you watch the video, you pause, and you try to implement. While trying to implement, you will now know the exact question to you will say, I was trying to do this. Do you get? I was trying to do this and I could not. I was trying to do this and I could not. Okay? If it is something that you need to watch the video again, you try it again, you might get it. But if you've watched the video for 2 times and you still cannot achieve it, that's when you will know the exact question to ask. But just watching the video without trying to see if you can do the same thing I was doing while you were watching, and you just say, I don't understand, you will never understand. Though. Or even if you will never understand, it will take you years to be able to grasp. So my name is Emmanuel Jacob. I did not introduce myself when I started, but yeah, I believe you already know my name. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in maybe our premium course if you want to take our premium course on how to use technical analysis to enter trades. There is more to technical analysis. There is more. But you can make do with support and resistance to trade, but there is actually more. And if you're interested in learning more, then you reach out to me and find out how much exactly. I'm not going to tell you the exact price at the moment because it keeps increasing. So I don't want to tell you a price and maybe when you are going to see this video, you ask for the price and it is quite different from what I mentioned in this video. So thank you, and I'll be expecting your feedback. Have a productive and a profitable trading journey. See you in our premium course. Goodbye.